Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Naruto chapter 641 review. That is 6, that is 4, that is 1 of Naruto. Now, before I get started, let me say two things real quick, and then we'll jump right into the review. Now, as you can see here, a new location right there. I got a manga bookshelf right there. A new location, a new place. And that's because yesterday, which goes into point 2, yesterday I had to move my stuff. And I had to go from my old apartment to this new place. And this new place is a single studio apartment, which is real good for me because I got my own bathroom, I got my own kitchen, I got all my own stuff. I don't have to worry about people going to my fridge taking my fucking food. I don't have to worry about people messing up the bathroom or fucking up the laundry. No, my own place. This is my own goddamn pad. And that's fantastic because, as the Elite Ace said in one of his videos, what man wouldn't want his own? And that is so true. That is as true as the sky blue and the grass green. So that's the way it is. Now, this ties into point number 2 because yesterday, when I was moving my stuff, I can't say the word. When I was moving my stuff, no takes, fuck it, from point A to point B, it took a long time. And I thought that I could get the review out yesterday, but I got cocky and I could not do so. I just couldn't. So, if you guys are a member of my fan page on my Twitter, I informed you there on Twitter and the fan page that I could not do the reviews. So, if you are not a member, or if you do not follow me via Facebook fan page or Twitter, then I recommend that you do, because then you'll be up to date and there'll be less bitching. And that's good for me. That's great for me. So I'm just saying. Now, that being said, let's go into the chapter itself. Once again, Naruto chapter 641. This week's chapter of Naruto. And technically, let me say this, alright? It's funny that people say, like, you're late. But when I think about it, it's like, wait a second, hold on. The chapters are weekly. How can I be late unless the next chapter came out? But whatever. I mean, so it's kind of weird because, like, I'm only late if I'm like a week late, technically, because the chapters come out weekly. So it's like, what the fuck? But whatever, either way. This chapter has 3 main points. The first point being... Okay, so the first point being the side fight with Madara versus Hashirama. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is the Shikamaru motivational speech. That's point number 2. And point number 3 is the main fight. The main fight between Mock Sage versus Naruto, Sasuke, Tobirama, and Minato. So let's go stage by stage. Point number 1, the side battle between Madara and Hashirama. Basically, like, this fight is mainly off screen, and it's gonna continue to be off screen because it's not the main fight. It's a side fight. So, off my chest real quick, I am very disappointed that this battle is going to be mainly off-screen. I'm very disappointed. And the reason why is because of the fact that we know that Kabuto made Madara stronger. He made him stronger. And the thing here is that I want to see that current strength in comparison to the old Hashirama. But we're not going to see that. Because back in the day, Madara did not, even though he had the Kyuubi, Madara did not have the Rinnegan. He did not have the perfect Susanoo. And I didn't see any goddamn meteors. I didn't see any meteors. So the thing about it is that he is stronger now than he was back then. So in retrospect, I want to see where Hashirama stacks up to Madara. And we're not going to see that because it's off screen. I'm going to guess that unless those two somehow get involved in the main fight, then their fight will continue to be off screen. And that to me is unfortunate. But what we do see is that Hashirama, he has the wood dragon, and he has that wood like stat. Like, it's not the Guanyin 1,000 hand goddess. You know, it's not that, you know, It's not that epic one with like all those hands. No, it's not. But the thing about it is that it's still, you know, a giant wood statue. And I think Madara is in perfect Susanoo because I see that big, you know, that Tengu nose. So, but either way, Madara, he's still planning something, and his plan requires him to engage in combat against Hashirama. Now, I don't know what it is exactly, but the way it is, the way it obviously is that Madara had already known, or he had anticipated, or he had a countermeasure in place, wherein which, if in fact he cannot take in the powers of the Jubi, and someone else did, if someone else became the Sage 6 Pass, or in this case the mock Sage 6 Pass, then he had a countermeasure in place, where there's a time interval, because he says to Hashirama that I don't have a lot of time, so let's enjoy this fight. So the thing about it is that there's a certain time interval where which Madara has to get the job done. So we'll see where that goes. But that part right there, I thought was okay. But the main point is that I'm disappointed because we're not going to see that fight. I'll be very honest, I am. Because I really wanted to see Madara, current Madara, all out versus, you know, Hashirama. Because technically Madara should be stronger. But whatever. So that's number one. Number two, Shikamaru and his motivational speech. The main thing here about that whole entire, the main dialogue is just to motivate the fodder. And what I get from that is basically, and we don't know which fight he means. He could mean the Hashirama Madara fight, or he could mean the main fight. But the thing about it is that he says that the weakest person could change the world. And I'm thinking, well, maybe. I mean, if the Mock Sage would die from a kunai in the back, okay, then yeah, that's true. That's very true. But that'd be very damn lame. So my guess is that at some point, the fodder, meaning that like the... And by the way, speaking of fodder, I don't know why, but the Jubi's like clones are still there. Like those sub clones are still there. And I don't know why. It's like, why are you guys still there? I mean, the main body got absorbed, so I'd figure that these clones like disappeared. But I guess not. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. Either way. The thing here is that we may see these guys come back into action. These fodder shinobi. They may come and help out either Hashirama, or they may come out and help Minato and the rest in their fight against the Mock Sage. And I mean, I don't really care. I really don't about that whole fodder thing. But the main point that I get from this is the fact that Temari says that Shikamaru would be a very good Hokage. And the reason why I believe that's very important is because of the fact that Naruto, during the 5 Kage Summit arc, he said to Sasuke, remember that we're gonna die together? We're gonna die together. We're gonna go out like fucking butt buddies. So, if in fact Naruto and Sasuke do both die, then the best choice of candidate would not, well, the best choice for Hokage wouldn't be Kakashi. It would be Shikamaru. So, it is, in my personal opinion, foreshadowing what may occur in the future, where Sasuke and Naruto die, and in comes, you know, Shikamaru. He walks in there like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, right here's the Hokage strut. You know, like, yeah, I'm Hokage now. Fuck it. So it could happen. It really could happen. I do see how. And number three, the main bout, the main tussle between the Mock Sage versus Tobirama, Minato, Naruto, and Sasuke! Sasuke, that's right, Sasuke. First of all, Tobirama, mad respect. When this dude came in there, Minato was gonna try and grab the thing, but he couldn't because, you know, it was all over there. And then, in comes Tobirama. Grab. Warp. I got a present for you, buddy. Yeah, right in Mock Sage's face. Not Jubito, because Jubito sounds lame. Mock Sage, right in his face, like, yeah. And it expands. So, off the gate, mad cool. And knowing that that was a clone, like a shadow clone, mad cool, mad epic. So, right there. And so, the thing here is that, in the past, Tobirama himself acknowledged that Minato's Flying Thunder God technique was actually better than his own. He excelled in the technique. He evolved it. But the thing here is that Tobirama himself, he is no slouch. He is no slouch. And from a tactical standpoint, I believe that he is more tactically advanced than Minato when it comes to this, when it comes to the specific usage of the Flying Thunder God. In fact, it was his idea to do the instantaneous Flying Thunder God swap. It was his idea, not Minato's. His. So the thing here is that Tobirama, you got a long way to go there, son. I mean, granted, Minato's dead, but fuck it, he has a long way to go there, son. So we'll see where that goes. I mean, they're not gonna fight each other, obviously, but it's just that knowing that his Flying Thunder God is actually, like, you know, pretty damn cool, like pretty damn beast. I'll take it. I mean, when I think about it, there is no real difference between the two. I mean, technically, if Tobirama had kunais that were engraved with his seal, he could do the same thing as Minato, unless his Flying Thunder God is slower than Minato's, which is kind of weird because they're both instant. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, but I mean, no, because Tobirama, when he grabbed that ball of when he grabbed that expanding Bijudama, Minato and Sasuke and Naruto, they didn't catch it until he actually, like, warped away. So I'm not really too sure, because they look the same. They look, honest to God, the same. The seal's different, but it looks the same. But we get from the dialogue, we get from the exposition from Tobirama himself that Minato's his is more advanced. Fair enough. But the thing here, alright, is that once it expands, Obito does like a veil, a Bijudama veil to like protect himself. Almost like Gaara's absolute defense ball. Only like this one is like a Bijudama version. And my thing here is that, again, like, I understand, like, he's displaying that he can do like a variety of different skills with the whole Bijudama chakra, but it's just that, no, the whole bloodline expansion, like, I want to see, like, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna continue to goddamn say it. I need to see some crazy, nasty stuff from the Mock Sage. I need to see some, like, make some demons, something, you know, make manifest illusions, do something unique and awesome. I'm sick and tired of the Bijudama control. Listen, Amaterasu became stale after Sasuke started using Amaterasu control up the wazoo. Bijudama is becoming stale after, like, even before we saw him using Bijudama control, but it's becoming even more stale. Like, it's even more stale because, like, oh, here's Bijudama control, bigger ones. It's like expansions. It's like, come on. Like, you're a god. Like, you're a G-O-D. You're a G-O-D. Do something G-O-D status. Omnipresence. Even if it's limited, omnipresence. Please. Something. Fuck. I mean, he did do one thing where he could, like, once Sasuke attacked with Amaterasu, he was able to sense that Sasuke was focusing all of his chakra into his eye. So, and he was able to block, make like a wall of some kind with his staff. So that was intriguing, you know, some defensive skills that are, I don't think that was a Bijudama skill when it came to the defense, but it's just that, you know, right now we're seeing mainly Bijudama. You have the Rinnegan. Please do some Rinnegan stuff. I mean, you have the Rinnegan. I remember when this guy had when he had the mask, and when he was saying, I can't wait to test out my new eye. And then it was like, and we still haven't seen him test out his new eye. It's like, fuck. Okay. But moving on. Basically, what we see after that is that, of course, we see Toriyama set up the instantaneous Final Thunder God swap. And then what happens is that we see Naruto, Sasuke, they do like a culmination technique. They take the Wind Rasen Shuriken and they fuse it with a Amaterasu fire control, like fire thing. And then they make a Rasen Shuriken fire pinwheel. Now, when I first saw it, it looked cool. It looked pretty cool. But then I realized, wait a second, we've seen this technique before. Remember this? And here we go, pictures right here, pictures. We see an Odama Rasen Shuriken. We see a giant Amaterasu fire arrow. They merge in the sky and make this giant Amaterasu Rasen Shuriken pinwheel. We saw the same technique, but bigger and better. Definite no homo. Definite no homo. So, we've seen it before, just bigger and better. I'm just saying, the technique in this chapter, it looked cool, but it's just that we've seen it before. So, like, yeah, really, But the main focus was, in fact, the instantaneous Flying Thunder God swap. Yeah! I was hot. Minato, because Minato has a seal on Naruto. So Minato warps in front of Naruto. And he takes the attack. But purposefully, obviously. Toriyama, he warps behind of a Mach Sage. Because he put a seal on the Mach Sage. And when the Mach Sage was distracted by seeing Minato in front of Sasuke's and Naruto's attack, what we have here is we have Toriyama take that surprise to his advantage. And he puts his back on Obito, the Mach Sage. Then we have an instantaneous swap where both Toriyama and Minato do a Flying Thunder God. And then they swap instantly. And because Toriyama was holding Obito, he swaps with him. So the thing about it is that now the attack is actually hitting Obito as opposed to Minato. And then Toriyama warps back to Minato's location. And then Obito, or the Mach Sage, gets sent flying back. So that was really damn cool. That was really that was nice. So it was mainly that instantaneous swap of the Flying Thunder God. That was nasty. So when it comes to points, oh yeah, and also in point 3, we see a little comedy here and there with Minato and Naruto and the second Hokage, Toriyama. Naruto's part wasn't that funny, but basically Minato, that thing cracked me up a little bit because he names his attacks like when it comes to his. Kishimoto continues to tease the shit out of us with this one attack. And the full name, let me find, the full name, hold on, give me a goddamn second. The full name is, where the fuck is this thing called? Where the fuck is it, man? I can't find, okay, the full name is the Spiral Flash Ring Dance How technique. In Japanese, that's the Rasen Senko Chirinboku Sanshiki. It's like, what the fuck is that? And then Toriyama, he's like, are you serious? Like, what the fuck? He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what's wrong with you? Like, why is it so damn long? And then when they perform this technique in culmination with Naruto, Minato gives it a new, unique name. He calls it the Scorch Style Swirling Gate of Light and Black Arrow. In Japanese, it's the Shakuton Korin Sinpo Shikoku no Ya Zero Shiki. Like, what the fuck is this? Whoa, the hell? Wow. And Toriyama's like, dude, whatever, just do it. Just whatever, just go, fly. So that was really funny. That was really funny, my personal opinion. Like, I had a bundle of laughs from that. So the chapter rating overall, right? Basically part 1 and part 2, I thought were okay. Part 3, again, the whole Kamenshin Jutsu, we've seen it before. The exact same thing, but only bigger and better. It's just that the whole instantaneous Fun Thunder got swapped. That to me I thought was damn awesome. So the chapter rating overall, I'll give it we have an okay. The fight itself is actually like moving forward very. The whole Bijou Bomb bullet. You know what? That part I thought was okay, good. So overall, I'll give it an okay plus chapter rating. So I'm done. King Lightning. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace and have a nice day.